Good morning, children. Welcome back to English online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. How are you all doing, children? Hope you all are doing good. Yes? Okay, then let's get started. Let's start our today's session. Today we are going to discuss the third chapter, The Shepherd's Treasure, from our supplementary reader, A Pact with the Sun. So let's move to the story, right? Today we are going to discuss a story about a shepherd. And he's not just a shepherd, he's not just a normal shepherd, he is so wise. Even though he is poor and uneducated, he is a wise shepherd, just like our Birbal. You know, Birbal is also a wise minister in Akbar's palace. Similarly, this shepherd is also very wise, but he is not educated and he is a very poor shepherd. He doesn't have a cottage of his own. Cottage means a small house. And he is not educated, not because that he didn't go to schools. In those times, the story happened long years ago. So in those years, in those olden times, there were less schools. There were only few schools. So he couldn't go to school. Still, he was a wise shepherd. So we are going to discuss about this wise shepherd. So he was so wise and he take fair judgment. He was so wise means he was very clever. He could take right decisions at the right time. And he was very friendly towards all the people. So many people approach him to get solutions for their troubles or for their problems. The shepherd, he is known for his wisdom. Wise is the adjective form and the noun form of wise is wisdom. So this shepherd, he is known for his wisdom. And he was so popular, so many people approached him to get a solution for their problems. And he gave proper advices to them. As he is a wise person, wise means a person who is very clever, who can take right decisions at the right time and who can make fair judgments. So he is such a good advisor. He could give suitable advices to the people so that they find a solution to their problems and they go to or they return to their homes very peacefully because they get a solution for their problems. When they approach the shepherd, they are sure that they can go to their homes or return to their homes peacefully. They get a solution for all their problems or troubles. He was so famous for his wisdom, or he was well known for his wisdom, that even the king heard about him. His wisdom has gained such a popularity, even the king has heard about him. So one day, the king decided that he would come to our shepherd's house. Now, where does the shepherd live? He doesn't have a cottage or a small house of his own, even a small house of his own. So he's living in a cave. Even the king heard about him and he decided to pay a visit to this shepherd's house. He disguised himself as a shepherd and he came to this shepherd's house, to our poor shepherd's house. So where is this our poor shepherd's house? He is living in a cave. So wherever we live, whether it be a tent, whether it be a cave, whether it be a palace, wherever we live, that place is our house. So this shepherd's house, poor shepherd's house, is in a cave. So the king, he disguised himself in a shepherd and he came to this poor shepherd's house. When this poor shepherd saw this traveler approaching to his cave, he welcomed him to his cave and gave him some water and also his meager meal. Meager meal means a small amount of. He had only a little food left in his house. He even shared that food. So he shared his meager meal and they took rest in the night. In the morning, the king said that he is departing to his house and he thanked the poor shepherd for his hospitality. The king was impressed by his hospitality, means by his by his way of entertaining the guest. He was entertaining the guest in a friendly manner. So this king was so much impressed by his hospitality. So what did our poor shepherd say? Our poor shepherd said that, "Thank you, Majesty, for paying a visit to my house." So this poor shepherd, he understood that the king has come in disguise of a shepherd. He understood that he is the king. So he addressed him as, "Thank you, Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty, for paying a visit to this poor man's house." So the king thought that he needs such wise persons in his palace to serve him or to give him proper advices at the proper time. He understood this poor shepherd will be an asset for him. And the king appointed the poor shepherd as the governor of that district. He appointed him as the governor of that district. He again gained popularity by being a governor because he was a fair governor. He takes fair and just decisions. He doesn't show partiality to any of the person. Whatever decisions is taken by him will be the right one. So he took fair and just decisions. All his decisions were right. So the other governors, the governors who was being jealous by his behavior or by his popularity, they decided that they will plan a plot against him and they will bring disgrace to him. So what did they do? They complained to the king that he is carrying an iron chest. What is this iron chest? Iron chest is a box. Chest means box. Box made of iron, metal iron. So the other governors, they say that the shepherd governor, the shepherd who turned to be a governor, the shepherd governor, he is carrying an iron chest with him. And this chest, it contains treasure. They say that it contains valuable things like gems or precious stones and all. And they say that he is keeping the money with him. The money that he collects as the tax, he is keeping that part of that money or part of that tax with him. So they complained to they made such complaints to the king. At first, king didn't pay attention to their complaint. Then he also realized that he sees that this shepherd governor is carrying a chest with him. So this king, he summoned this shepherd or this shepherd turned governor to his palace, and he asked what he carries with this chest. What is there in his iron chest? So the shepherd governor, he told that it carries a valuable treasure. A valuable treasure is inside that chest. So the king, he orders the shepherd to open the iron chest. When the governor opened the chest, the king was surprised. Not only the king, all the people who were seeing this, they were surprised because it didn't contain any valuable treasure like gems or precious stones, but it contained only a old blanket. It contained an old blanket. So they were surprised why he is carrying such an old blanket with him. So when the king asked that why is he carrying that old blanket, the shepherd governor, he replied that because this is his best friend. This blanket is his best friend. This is the only treasure that he values. So the shepherd governor said that this is the only treasure that I carry along with me, and this is the only thing that I values in my life. When the king and the people around him saw this blanket, they were astonished or they were surprised to see such an old blanket. So the shepherd governor, he said that this is the only thing that I value, this is the only treasure that I value. Even if the king, if he dismissed this shepherd turned governor from this position, he at least have this blanket with him. The king was impressed by the governor's reply, so he made the shepherd turned governor to be a governor of a much bigger district. So there ends our story. So what is the message that you receive from this story? That you had to remain humble throughout your life. To whichever positions you may reach, you have to be humble and friendly towards your fellow beings. So I hope you understood the story. So read the story carefully. That's all for today. Let's wind up the session. See you in the next class.